Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Baik Helma. Now I am the 6th semester at Hamzanwadi University. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much to Miss Mesurah for the invaluable guidance and support throughout this learning process. In this video, we will explore the components of well-structured, designed to enhance teaching or learning experiences. Without doing further ado, let's get started. Okay, first thing first that you have to know in lesson planning, it's about the general information. In general information, there is a name of school, there is a subject, there is a place, there is the time allocation, and there's the topic. For the school, in this lesson planning, it's at Ittihadul Ummah Al-Akbar, and then the subject is of course English language and e-paced, and then about the location time, it's around 2 times 45 meetings, and then about the topic, it's about the descriptive text. Not only that one, but also such as like media and such as like tools of learning process, and the most important things that about the method of learning process. In my lesson planning, I use the method. There is the cooperative learnings and game-based learning. For this lesson planning, the teacher can hope for the students can be understanding of all the material can give from the teacher to the students. Especially use this method, such as like the students can analyze or can identification or can using adjective when they speak with English and daily activity or in daily life. So without doing further ado, let's move to the learning steps. The first one, of course, it's about the opening. In my lesson planning, there is the opening around 10 minutes. Okay, as usual, we know that the teacher just greet the students and ask the students to pray together, and then sometimes the teachers also invite the student to do ice breaking, but this moment is an optional. It depends on the condition and situation. The second one is main activities. Here in my lesson planning, I just divided 3 main activities. The first one is about the exploration, the second one is about the elaboration, and then the third one is about the confirmation. For the first main activities, that's the exploration, the teacher just introduced the learning topic to the students, that is the descriptive text. Of course, the teacher also just explained about the structure of descriptive text, and then sometimes the teacher also just give example of the descriptive text. The last one of this activity is the teacher will give the worksheet to the students to make sure that the students it's already understand of this material. The second main activities, that is the elaboration. Actually, this elaboration is purpose of teacher can see how the student can build the teamwork in their activity or their learning process. For these activities, there is one activities the teacher can build or can make it. I make one game. The name of the game is Adjective Hand. So how do we play this game? The first one is the teacher can divide the student by 4 or 5 group. It depends on the teacher. And then the group, it's around 4 or 5 people. After the teacher divided the student by the group, the teacher will explain how do we play the adjective hand. After that, the teacher will give the project. Here I have 4 papers for cutting of the paper. The first one is the pictures, and then the second one it's about the questions, and then the third one it's about the table like this, and then the fourth it's about the adjective, list of adjective, and then every group will get this project. To make sure that the student can understanding what does the adjective means, the teacher can do drilling. So the teacher can say, for example, like smart, so the student will follow the teacher, and the teacher also can give the meanings of this adjective before the game is started. After that, the student have to discuss who will be the leader. Just go around to another group to look for adjectives. For your information, guys, actually the adjective is not complete. For example, like the first group has only 3 adjectives. So the first group have to look for the 2 adjectives left to another group. That's the point. So that's why I said before, the group have to discuss who will be the leader, just going around to go to another group to find the adjective they don't have. So the game it started until each group have the complete adjective. So the last one in this activities is just the leader just come back to their own group and just make sure that to describe the things that they got from the teacher. Make it simple describing. After describe, so the teacher just wait the result and we will move to the third agenda or the third activities. So the third activities is about the confirmation. So the teacher will ask the students, for example, like the teacher will ask the second group to presentation the result of their teamwork, like describing the things they got before. After that, the teacher also asks about the difficulties that students get in learning process. And then the last one, it's about the closing. In closing activities, usually the teacher just do reflection about all the things that we do in this classroom, such as like how many vocabularies that they get before and how many difficulties that they face before, also maybe when they are in a teamwork or maybe when they make a describe or something like that. Sometimes in this closing activities also, the teacher just give the reward to the active students as appreciate who always be active student in the classroom and follow the rule of the learning process. Point is of these activities, especially the closing activities, how the teacher being a good teacher and be comfort to study with us, such as like give the reward, that's the best way, or maybe just give the good words such as like congratulations, you good at the study, congratulations, you good at the teamwork, and so on, or something like that. It depends on you as a teacher. So that's all of my lesson planning. If I have mistaken, I do apologize. And the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.